Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy 4th, actually, of the
Yeah.
7th month of the year. There's so much to talk about. Of course, we have Captain Archer behind us. I forgot why, but Melissa knows. What if I told you that we were one eyelash away from Genevieve Bujold? Remember the original Janeway? What if she, in a way, reprised her role of Captain Catherine Janeway in a new Star Trek series? Those
No,
conversations
no.
were being had.
Nicole.
Not Catherine Janeway, Nicole Janeway.
Oh,
Yeah.
They
that's
changed
right.
the
Yes, good
name when they
knowledge. Yes.
recast.
Very good knowledge. I want that would be interesting. Yeah. So,
That
what
would
if
be
I told you
interesting.
that, everybody? Sounds like you might believe me because Shar just made it obvious and real. She's like, learn your stuff, Ryan.
Come on,
So
get your
that
facts straight.
That's a real
Aw.
thing. That's a real thing. She
But
may have almost become, uh, Captain Janeway or some prefix Janeway, maybe Sub Commander Janeway or, uh,
multiverse Janeway, just
yeah,
another Janeway potentially.
Intendant
Yeah.
Janeway.
Oh my.
You never
Oh
know.
my.
Good thing she wouldn't have to get in costume for an animated series.
True.
Those
Very
I
costumes
true.
look
know.
painful.
Also, we have space deals. What are space deals? I guess we'll find out. But it has to do with Paramount Plus, so you should be listening in on
Oh
that.
yeah.
Also, Una
Okay.
Chin Riley, our good buddy, is in the Strange New World spotlight. Oh, yes, Scott Bakula, you guys.
What'd he
You may
do?
not realize this, but he is actually a trendsetter. He's probably the
Oh,
number one trendsetter in Star Trek history, I think is what it is. Um,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
Also,
Let's learn more later. Yes.
do you guys think that you could pinpoint a character based on their hair? Now, you might say yes. You might say yes, but if I know Melissa, she zoomed in so far that it just looks like an amber thing, just a
A
chunk of
generalized
amber.
brown.
Yeah, but we're like, I don't even see an ear or a style. It's just brown.
Oh.
Oh my
We failed so
gosh.
hard last week. I am setting the bar low for this one. Like
Oh,
super
Well,
also,
low.
I will just say that doing hairdos or doing picking people's hair was harder for me than I think it will be for you guys.
Ooh.
sounds good.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
love
my
easy
how the
stuff.
turntables have turned.
Yeah.
I was cast in something called Turning Tables. It never went anywhere, but
Huh.
it was a
Oh.
good play on words because it was within the restaurant community of waiters and waitresses, and they
Oh.
call it like, turning tables, but it was also about
Yeah.
turning the table on things. So that was pretty smart.
Interesting.
Oh.
Cool.
Um, what did I play? I think I played a waiter. So that's
Sounds appropriate.
pretty easy for me to nail that one. Um, Also, you guys, we have gigantic Resident Alien news. For those of you that love Resident Alien or plan to love Resident Alien news,
You
check
should
this
love it.
out. You're gonna love it. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
There's the Gorn and the wow, we have a lot going on. Funko Pops, merch, fireworks.
The Funko
Nate,
Pops are so great. We gotta cover those at some point.
I gotta see these. I've seen the article, have not read it yet.
me too. I'm in that same boat. But anyway, the point is, everybody, it's with Melissa Longo.
Hi there. Hello. Look at these beautiful legs. I figured today is kind of a special day,
A
so
leg
why
day
not
at the
It's leg
gym.
day.
relax? It should be leg day.
Oh, and you know what else I was thinking? Since it's the 4th of July, why don't we explore the fourth in command of certain ships and crews? I thought that would be fun,
Oh,
right?
Okay,
That sounds
that
like a
is
fun thing.
fun.
it's an idea.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, Charlene Schmidt's here and she's nodding her head.
Yes, I agree. Good idea.
I
Yeah.
only nod my head when Will Smith tells me to. It
Hmm.
was a song. It was a song.
I
He
don't
says,
recall this
he
song.
says, nod your head. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. I can do
Okay.
that. But when they're like, put your hands there, I'm like, that's way more work than nodding my head. Nodding my head, I can pretty much do. just by that's
No neck
easy.
problems.
No, or else if you're in a car, you could just push on the brakes and you'll kind of go like this automatically. So let's chill. That's an easy ask. It's an easy ask. My name's Ryan T. Husk, and I can nod my head. But if you ask me to raise my hands in the air like I just don't care, maybe 30% chance. Nod your
Mm,
head, 90.
lot of effort.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, yeah.
I
Exercise is
failed
That's
at the hokey
hard.
pokey.
hilarious.
They did not do well at the hokey pokey. They're like, do this and do that. I'm
Turn
like,
yourself around.
this is an exhausting
I
song.
need
You're
a
very
break.
demanding, and you're assuming that I want to do all these things that you're just. I didn't even hear one please in the hokey pokey. I'll be honest with you. I never heard one
No.
please.
Oh,
No,
Or
they
a
don't say
this
that.
is
great job.
true.
You're doing great. Now we're moving on to legs. You know,
No.
Jane Fonda would have.
You're right.
Oh,
She would have, and she did.
I
See, it's
love
all
Jane
about.
Fonda. I just
Oh,
This is
everybody
great.
in the live chat, what are you drinking today? Melissa, what are you drinking?
I have two things today.
Yeah, load up.
One, I found at Trader Joe's. It's sparkling guava juice beverage, and it's
Ooh.
pretty spectacular. I have tried this before, and since, it's the 4th of July, I needed a root
Very
beer.
nice.
Yay.
Virgil's root beer, huh? I've never tried that one. Is
You
it good?
know,
Mm. Hmm.
that root beer is what you were drinking in a very famous picture. And by famous, I mean famous to me. It was a picture of you and me and Sirach at one of our fun Discovery viewing parties at
Yes.
Andre Kottman's house. And we had like root beer tasting and fun things like that. So Sirach and I both had Dad's root beer, and Melissa had Virgil's in the middle. And it was just a funny picture.
I
Nice.
love
I
that
think she made a
picture.
fart joke too.
No, that was with you, Rico, and Andre, and me.
Got it. Okay. Different picture
And
entirely.
yes, but yes, I love that picture. I gotta find that picture.
It's a
It's
good
been a
one.
while. Mhm.
Remember when Stain sang "It's Been a While"? That was fun.
It's been a while since I've heard that song.
Shar, what are you drinking?
Well, I'm pouring one out for not necessarily the 4th. I'm not the most patriotic type, not celebrating. It feels more like a funeral today. But you know what? It's really good to be with all of you. Therefore, we pour it out. We pour in the vodka with everybody's favorite
Absolutely.
sparkling beverage squirt, and we call it an evening.
Well,
Cheers.
can
Yum.
I just say that maybe we should think about it as celebrating the spirit and the idea of the that this day represents rather than
Wasn't there something called the Spirit of 76? Maybe that's what they're talking
Yeah.
about.
I mean, is it time for another revolution? Should I say that out loud?
I think we need one. I think we got one more year under our belt just to make it a cool 250. Yeah, my brother
okay.
called me last night and said, "Hey, what are you doing tomorrow?" I was like, "Working." He's like, "Cool, I'll come by." I'm like, all right. He's visiting from out of town, but I'm like, "But I'll be just working."
That's
So,
He
so
just
cool.
he just wanted to hang out and you were working
yeah,
the whole time.
he's
It's like,
funny.
yo, hey, what's up?
Aww.
I like the guy despite his efforts. I'm for him.
You're just really
Um,
low effort today, aren't you, Ryan? Like no
yeah.
effort, no hokey pokey, no visitors,
No
nothing.
hokey, no pokey, no
Mm-mm.
turning
Aw.
around. That's what
um,
it's all about. Oh, but here, I'll tell you what I'm
just
drinking.
What are you
I'm
drinking?
drinking, sometimes you just get dehydrated and you have to remind yourself to
yeah,
drink.
Yes.
So that's what
yeah.
I'm doing today. I'm having some water in a really old school 49ers mug that
Yeah, it is.
I haven't used in like 6 months, ever since they're disappointing. When I have a team thing and they have a really disappointing season or game or ending, I can't even look at that shirt or that mug or that hat or that underwear. I'm like, get out of my, you don't deserve to keep my buns warm underwear
You're
or
dead to
mug.
Ryan. Dead to him. You will
But
live in
also,
shame until the next season.
but also sometimes you drink water and you're like, wow, that's actually really good.
You know what?
Tasty.
John Orchiola in the live chat says, "Hey, where's Jenny? She's the only one who should be working today."
Oh, come on now. She's
That's
probably
fun.
still like maybe I don't know. Canada Day is a fairly big holiday. Maybe
Yeah, that
she's
was
on a
just 3 days
big
ago.
Canada
Yeah.
Day weekend bender, and
That's
if she is,
true.
good for her.
Well, in
Mhm.
fairness, she did do the show on Canada Day. So it's just kind of a vice
This is
versa thing.
Oh,
true.
So,
trading it
and
up
it
Yeah.
was
then. All
funny.
right.
What cracked me up was in her email when she said, "Hey, I won't be available to do the show on July the 4th." And she said, "No offense, America," which I don't know why it made me laugh so hard.
Boycotting you.
Yeah. So that was funny. Anyway, let's say hi to our pals in the live chat. May Borello
Yeah.
out in the May area. Hello.
Woohoo!
Christian Unpronounceable. I thought I did fine. Stephen Case, aka Joe Bugbuster, Joshua Reeve. Chuck A is the TNG fanatic. Mark Zutkoff will say 7 to 10 jokes. You just have to dig hard to find that they were jokes. Because sometimes he'll just say something and you'll be like, was that a joke? And then you think about it, you're like, yeah, it's a pretty good joke. So keep up the good work, Mark Zutkoff. He's like, is that a
Okay.
backhanded compliment? I don't know. Greg Kenzo is out in Hawaii. Chris Garris is here. What's up, Chris Garris? Oh, Sentai's here. Thank goodness for that. Walter, what's up, Walter? Ninoti, quite possibly my favorite name to say lately in these live chats. Ninoti.
Aw.
That is
Right? It's a fun
cool.
one.
It is.
And there's a kitty in the avatar, so we are already
Oh, you're
friends.
right. Oh. Ninoti
Oh
says
no.
second cold chocolate of the night here. Yum.
Oh.
Mm.
Ooh.
Charlotte Brockman is kicking it east side with us. Maybe. I don't know. Uh the aforementioned back of the head, John Orgiola says hello. Bob D says Ryan's on a swivel chair and won't even turn around. That's right, it's the principal. Anansi the spider is here. Herbert Turner, Unturned is also. Oh, Unturned, meet Turner. This is going to be great.
Wow.
Lucia Raz out in Brazil. This is good stuff. Everybody's here. Paul
Yeah.
Borello.
Dave
Uh,
Gregory's here.
oh, what a relief.
Ooh.
I don't
Yeah,
see.
I
Oh, there he
mean,
is. Oh, it's gonna be a good day.
Jetpack's not complete without Dave Gregory.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
So everybody, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for notifications. If you're listening in, give us a 5-star rating and a nice review. We'd really appreciate that. What made you giggle, Melissa?
Mark Zutkov said, "Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit."
That was close. Yeah, that was close. That was a good one.
Not unhearing that song now.
Shout out to Bonnie Tyler, good old Bonnie Tyler, who had
Yeah.
that incredible top 10 song of all time, and then nobody can name a second song by her. And by nobody, I mean me. I know I can't.
No, I
Same.
can't. Nope.
That maybe that's
That's it.
maybe that's the whole one hit wonder thing. That's a fun
Maybe.
category. Everybody
Oh
in live
yes.
One
chat,
hit
name us
wonder.
your favorite one hit wonder that when you actually, let's say you bought the CD to this one hit wonder or tape or 8-track, and then you're like, actually, they have a lot of other good songs. Oh, for me, what it was, I think was Chumbawamba. Remember
Oh
that?
Yeah.
yeah.
But I
Yes.
got the
Get up
album
Yeah.
now.
Tub.
And I get
Yeah,
up again.
yeah, that's
That
the one.
sounds fun.
And
I
so
love that.
I got the album called Tub Thumper, and it's all full of bangers. I'm like, this is
Yeah.
great. These guys are just drinkers and
Oh.
partiers, and they're fun, and they rock out, and they have dudes and women singing and horns playing. It's nuts. I was like, this is a great album. So let us know
Yeah.
when you checked out a one
Nice.
hit wonder, and you're like, you guys are missing out. It should be more than one hit because these guys are good. Final
Hmm.
Countdown says Christian, yeah, by Europe. But didn't Europe also have uh no, that's Berlin. Berlin had Metro and Take My Breath Away. Yeah, Europe, that was their only hit. Anyway,
Yeah.
so let's get into this, shall we? Unless you guys have a
Okay.
band to name.
No,
Hmm.
Chumbawamba was the first one that popped into my head. It was
Really?
just like you reached into my brain and said it, what I was thinking. Yeah.
I remember the very first single cassette that I bought with my own money.
Oh,
And I guess this was a one-hit
Ooh.
wonder. It was Snow's Informer.
yeah, 12 Inches of Snow was that album.
Is that what
12
it was?
Inches of Snow. Yeah, I can't forget that thing.
Wow.
Can't name a single other song that guy did. I know he did more, but
Hmm.
I know that one.
He was like he was like a Canadian guy that lived in a Jamaican neighborhood, which is why he flowed like
Ooh.
Jamaicans, you know.
Okay,
I believe
that
that was
explains
his
it.
story. I think that was his story. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's see if anybody else is saying anything about their bands.
Yeah, what do
99
we got here?
Luftballons. That
Oh,
was
of course.
I don't remember who sang
Yes.
that though.
I don't
Oh.
remember how that goes.
Oh my God, Christian says 2525. Remember that song?
No.
2525, and it goes through all the years. I only heard that once, and I heard it at STLV karaoke last year or
Oh,
the year before.
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh, is that oh.
I've probably heard this. I just can't place it at all. I'm gonna
Yeah.
look this up when we're
I
done.
think I know
Definitely
which
felt
one
like an
you're
80s
talking about.
song. Okay.
Hmm.
Was it a
Brandy
90s song?
Looking Glass.
Brandy. Oh, Brandy had
Brandy.
more than one hit, right?
Brandy.
Yeah, Moesha
Yeah.
was, she had some
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Nene, sa- Nene sang 99 Luftballons, but Nene Cherry sang the Buffalo Hop. What was that song? The Buffalo? If you heard the song, you'd be like, "Oh my God, I know this song and I love it." Nene Cherry, Buffalo Stance. I think it's maybe the Buffalo Stance.
Hmm.
If you guys
Again.
give me a second, I'll take us off YouTube by playing it. Watch this.
Oh no, we'll get dinged. Copyright infringement.
Oh.
It might be worth it. I haven't heard this song in forever. Yep, Buffalo Stance.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Ooh, Greg Kenzo mentions Natalie Imbruglia. Torn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Good one.
Oh, that was my jam.
I'm a lot of faith. This
Didn't
is
she
how I
marry
feel.
Daniel Johns from Silverchair? Because they're
No
both
way,
Australian.
the lead singer?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
I think so.
That dude was like 14 when their album came out. It was kind of nuts.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you guys ready to hear? Oh, let's ask. Hey, what's up, Matt Boardman? You're in a
Hey.
car or something, right?
I
Chewing
got,
gum.
yeah. I'm
What's
truly
going
Star
on?
Trek and chilling today. Sorry, I meant to get to. I'm trying to walk away from the stage because they're playing loud music,
Oh,
loud
fun.
noises.
Oh,
Well,
what
let
you
me
Where
ask
doing?
you
are
this.
you?
We are at Warner Park by the Warner Center.
Yeah, like
Oh,
Topanga Canyon.
I know
Yeah,
what that is.
That's cool. They do fireworks there. Yes, I remember that. That's a
yes,
thing. That's definitely a
yeah,
thing. Well, let me ask you
yeah,
this, Matt Boardman. Do you
yeah.
know Nene Cherry singing Buffalo Stance?
I don't. Okay, well, let me preface that. I suck at song names,
Right. I bet you when
so
you hear this, you will recognize it. And I bet you everybody in the live chat, I bet you 60 to 70% of you will recognize this and be like, oh my God, I actually love this
Challenge
song.
accepted.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Wait, how do I? Okay. Oh man, I am just not pushing the right buttons today.
Keep trying. I know it's a lot of effort,
It's
Yeah.
all right.
I feel
All
like
right.
Ciroc today.
Yeah,
right?
totally.
You're doing the Ciroc thing today.
You're doing the
Okay,
cosplay.
here it
Yeah, you're calling
comes.
in, you got your shades on.
Exactly.
Yeah. You just need a hat.
You guys ready? Here it comes.
Yes.
Oh,
Bring it on.
he's
It's like Steph Curry.
familiar.
Hang on. Let's get to that chorus for you guys.
Okay.
That is so. I
That's
wanted to
hilarious.
listen to that whole song right now.
I need to add that to my workout playlist.
Me too.
Oh
Do
my
it. If it does,
gosh.
Melissa, if that does not end up in your Zumba class, I'm going to be sad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did
I
have to
thought I
figure
thought
out
the
a way to
same
do
thing.
that.
As soon as we played that and you started moving, I'm like, I know where that's going.
Yeah, get going.
It's
Very
amazing.
nice.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that was a throwback.
Okay.
Oh,
Anyway, that
Electric
song just put me in a great
Boogaloo.
mood.
Oh my gosh. I remember that too.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Oh,
Electric
that's a good
Boogaloo.
one.
All right. So, God, I just want to play that song more, but we
I
can't. Okay.
know.
So the first article up for bid, everybody, is from space.com. Space deals. Here it is. Check this out.
Your deals in space.
Get Paramount Plus for just 99 cents a month and stream season of 3 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. See, stream season 3.
Oh, okay.
What's up with that? So how do we get this deal, Melissa? Is this something where like you cancel Paramount Plus and they say, "Will you come back for 99 cents?"
And
Basically,
they'll do
yeah.
it.
And you'll get 2 months for 99 cents instead of 12.99.
Oh, see, but then I bet it goes back up, huh?
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
So don't forget to cancel after
But
you're done.
Well, is the 2 months gonna cover? Is that gonna cover? Well, yeah, because it's
it will.
10
Roughly.
10
Oh,
episodes,
yeah.
right?
episodes.
Alright.
Mhm.
You can start. Oh, wait, what's the time frame?
Because it's next week, right? Or the 17th. We get
The
the first
17th.
episode.
Yeah, but when can
Yeah.
we get this deal?
Um,
Because they're
it
probably thinking that they'll make it, for like those 2 months, and then it goes back up to 12.99 right at like episode 9 or 10. So it's like you gotta stick around. You know what I mean? That's the smart move right there, I think.
They're gonna try
um,
and get you. Yeah.
yeah. I didn't see any dates that specified when you have to sign up for by, but yeah. I just thought it sounded like a good deal, and if I hadn't just paid for my month.
Yeah, honestly, if you want to watch Strange New Worlds on the cheap, not give too much money to Paramount, this is one way to do
Yeah.
it.
How
Yep.
many how many streaming services do you guys think you have that you don't use, but that you pay for?
Oh, I'm a
I feel like
serial
it's like,
subscriber and
yeah,
unsubscriber. I kind of go like do a round robin because
that's
I'll
good.
make lists of
I do
shows that I want to
too.
watch.
Yeah.
And then we'll watch the Netflix stuff. Then we'll go on Hulu. We'll do that. We'll do Disney Plus for a little while, and we'll do
Yeah.
Max. And we never really have any more than two going at a time because otherwise that adds up
There's
Right.
just
fast.
no
It's
time.
just,
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
I
not at
feel like I'm
all.
such a mark with these guys because I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll do it. And then like, because we used to do this show that's on hiatus only, watch the first, where we'd watch the first episode of a series so that you don't have to. But then the problem was that when people would suggest things, it's like on Peacockle and
Hmm.
Maximum and Netflix and Hulu and Paramount and all these things. So I would subscribe. And now it's like, I bet I use Paramount Plus and that's probably all I would watch. So, I think Game of Thrones ended a while ago, so there's no reason for me to have HBO Max anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Every once in a while I'll go through and see what I have and what I haven't watched in a while, and then I'll put it on pause, at least on pause until I want to pick it up again. Like I recently signed up for Peacock
Mm.
because because I wanted to see Poker Face and Resident Alien.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's on
Yeah.
Peacock, right? Stay tuned for some Resident Alien news, everybody. That's big time. Hey, Matt, what's the weather out in the Warner Center right now with your sunglasses?
Hmm.
So in the shade, it's probably 76, 79. Out, it's
Nice.
Nice.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
out, it's
not
probably like
terrible.
85. Like if you're right in the
That's
sun,
not
it's,
terrible either.
yeah,
Yeah.
No, it
my
could be
face is
so much
melting
worse.
hot, but yeah, no, it
Hmm.
really is not bad. It's not bad. It's a
Next
little humid,
week will be
but
worse.
Oh gosh, don't say that.
Next week will be worse.
Mm-hmm. Supposed to turn up again in Los Angeles.
Yuck.
Ah,
Don't want that.
my tomato
Figures.
plant is going to have its last days, I think, next
Hmm.
Oh
week then.
I don't know if I
no.
can
But pepper
survive.
plants like the heat. If you have any peppers, they do well.
I
They do.
don't
Okay.
I didn't
have
figure out
any
how to change my
peppers.
I'm not
Oh, your
showing
background.
my
That's right.
yeah, I know. I'm like my virtual trick is like
Oh,
from eons ago.
eons
Uh,
ago.
I don't
I
even
mean,
know
it
how to
still
do it on my phone.
applies.
So here's something fun. Our buddies over at TrekCentral.net, they've been doing features on all the Star Trek characters, which I think is a great idea.
Mhm.
And now they're doing Una Chin Riley,
All
Woohoo!
The
right.
Journey to Strange New Worlds, Season 3. Melissa, can
Very
you
good.
nutshell this one for us? I mean, we all know Una Chin Riley. We've known her
Yeah,
since 1965, kind of in a way, but not really.
yeah, yeah. Well, and they're suggesting that we really don't know the fate of Una either.
Hmm.
Um,
Right.
after the cliffhanger. I mean, she's obviously in season 3 because we've seen trailers, but but yeah. So it's just recapping what know of her thus far, and highlighting that she's an Illyrian and that she's lovingly referred to as number one, and yeah, just highlighting what a wonderful character she is. And I have to agree, and I would love, 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 love to see more
Yeah.
of Una.
I feel like she's underutilized.
I think
Yeah,
so
Hmm.
too.
agreed.
Yeah.
I want to know so much more about her. She's
Yeah.
been this beloved character, even though we barely knew anything for how many years.
I
And
Yeah.
here's
know.
our chance.
It was
Yeah, and
such a
Rebecca Romaine
brilliant
is
idea.
awesome.
It was such a brilliant idea to say, we are bringing number one to this show. I feel like that was just
Yeah.
as good as Pike. I feel like number one and
Yeah.
Pike, I feel like those were the two big things that made everybody super excited. But I
Yeah.
don't feel like we're getting as much as we wanted of her, at least for
Hmm.
me. I mean, it's a big cast,
Same.
so it's hard to, nobody's going to
Yeah.
get as much as they deserve. But I'd like to know a little bit more because she's great
Hmm.
and Rebecca
Oh,
Romaine's
yeah.
great.
She is great. Yeah.
Well, and it
Yes.
even feels
So,
like too that I mean, even though there are episodes who are about other people, we don't see her as much interacting with them in those episodes. Maybe a scene or two, but we see a lot more, Pike and everybody else.
Hmm.
right.
Yeah. Well, and Mark Zupkoff makes a good valid point that at least she's had a couple of episodes focused on her, whereas someone like Ortega's hasn't. But at the
True.
same time, I personally want to know more about Una because we've have more history with Una, and
Yeah.
there's I don't know, from the very first pilot, from when we first meet Pike and number one. There's a lot to be explored there, and I think it's a rich story that could
So
be
if we're talking about
told.
characters like that, what we're talking about is it sounds like what you're saying, and I might agree, that the sweet spot is characters that we've known already but didn't get a lot. So Spock, Kirk, Uhura, we've known them forever, but we've gotten a good amount, right? I'm not saying we
Yeah.
don't want more stories from them, but I'm just saying that's where they're in that category. Una and Benga, Nurse Chapel, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like those are the ones where we know a little bit, but we never quite got as much as we
Right.
wanted. And then they've got some new ones
Agreed.
like Ortegas and Laan,
And La'an.
Hemmer back then,
Right.
Pelia. So
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
are I think those are kind of the three categories. You notice it's three, three, and three. So they definitely
Oh
Sam
Hmm.
yeah.
Kirk. Sam Kirk is kind of in
Sam
that second
Kirk.
category.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Honestly, I'd love to know more about all of our characters, but
Yeah.
especially with Una being the first officer of the ship,
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
not so much this paradigm anymore where it's like the top three are the leads and get the most material anymore.
Tell that to Robert Beltran, poor guy.
Yeah, well, I think he might have broken it, honestly.
Hey, what you
I
doing in
think
our
that's
airspace?
I love that video.
But also, yeah, more Ortegas. Can we please learn more about her than, yes, she flies the ship. We got that. Let's do a little
Hmm.
more.
Well, I'll just bet you're going to learn a little bit more about her in season 3.
Good.
So there's that.
Well, the trailer
Yes,
did spoil that she has a brother, so
that's a thing.
Apparently, yeah. Please tell us
She has
more.
a brother. Uhura was looking at him longingly, right?
yes, they were sharing drinks. Who
Hmm.
had this
Yeah.
cute hairdo, and he was next to her.
Oh, well, why
Yeah,
did you say
Unusual.
so?
drama.
Hailing
Wow.
frequencies open.
So
Indeed.
Matt, do you still have a problem with number one? Or are you okay with her now?
I always loved her character. I yeah. Yeah, I used to have a poster of her in my bunk,
Like in lower
and
decks?
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I just rewatched that episode. But no, I think she's a great character. And Rebecca Romaine is fantastic. I think she's like
Mhm.
we said, she's underutilized. I don't
Hmm.
know.
Yeah.
I think it's fun to see her interact with everybody because she is. It's funny because she's very straight-laced and everybody else is a little less uptight and strict about things. And so um I absolutely loved the episode at the beginning of season 2 where she was on trial and we got to learn a little
Yes.
bit more about her and her
So
character and
good.
Hmm.
and and like the twist at the end there is that she's the one who turned in herself because
Right.
she loves the ideals of the Federation so much that she knew that it was time for her to, walk the walk.
hmm But I
Yeah.
want to see her in an away mission or something that's showing her doing
Totally.
her first officer, showing off her first officer skills. And I don't feel like we've seen that yet.
Well, maybe her first
Agreed.
No.
officer skills is being in charge of the ship while Pike is out gallivanting, because it's kind of like that old
I
school
guess
feel.
so.
It
So, I mean, I'd like to
is.
Yeah.
see her on an
Yeah.
away mission too, but maybe it's even cooler to see her being the captain of the ship every once in a while and just saying, "All right,
Sure.
now I'm in charge." Um,
Yeah.
so that's also something. But yeah, I mean, just more of her in general. Otherwise, right now she's getting the Chakotay, Travis Mayweather, Hoshi Sato kind of
Yeah.
treatment. Not too bad.
Unacceptable.
Not too bad. And again, we've only seen 20 episodes. We're only 20 episodes in, so of course, they're doing the best. But I'd be curious to see a graph that shows everybody's total minute screen time. So Matt, do you
Ooh,
think
Yeah.
by
Interested
Tuesday, do
in
you think
that
that's
too.
doable?
Come on, Matt.
the sad thing, no joke. The sad thing is I was like, oh, I bet I could. I
You're like, yeah,
wonder.
you could knock that out pretty quickly. You could. Most of us could
Exactly.
not. Uh,
Oh my
but I
gosh.
would say if I had to guess who gets the most screen time so far in these first 2 seasons, I feel like it might be Spock.
I would agree.
It's up there.
I'm not saying that's good or
Yeah.
bad. I'm just saying if I had to guess, I
Yeah.
feel like Spock. And then maybe second might be Pike.
I don't
And
know. Would
then,
Pike,
Maybe.
maybe Pike would outrank
or
Spock,
maybe
but
Nurse Chapel might be too as well.
hmm.
I mean, she's definitely in the higher group. The ones we see the least of, I think Ortega's maybe the least. I think
Hmm.
Una maybe second least. And then after that, there's like a little jump.
hmm
Anyway,
Yeah, I don't
what do you
know.
guys think?
Interesting.
I would love to see that breakdown. Now, am I going to do
I
it?
would
Yeah,
love to
probably
see
not.
that breakdown too. No,
I'm,
Matt's
I'm
gonna do
Ryan
it.
now,
No,
where
I'm
that
just kidding.
that sounds like a lot of effort.
Now I'm actually contemplating this. I'm like, is there a way, or has
Right, how would
somebody
you
already
do
done
it?
it?
Hmm.
You'll have to have time codes. You'll have to have time codes to be able to
Time
judge.
codes. Yeah.
Drop it in a program where you can cut it up and oh man, dang it.
Damn. I Googled it, didn't come up with anything.
Ah, dang it.
Oh,
That would have been great if it did the work for us. If it said, here's a
I
breakdown. You're
know.
like, thanks, free thing.
Right?
Come on, AI, let's do something useful.
Thanks, thing that
Please, for
did something in
once.
3 seconds that would have taken me 3 days.
Right?
That's hilarious.
Yes.
Anyway, so I've noticed that the live chat is having their own fun, which is great.
Oh,
But I don't know
good.
what they're talking about. Scott Bakula's nose creeping me out, Badger says.
Dude.
Oh, what's
Wow.
wrong with it? Mhm.
Well, I should probably take off and get back to
Your
my
sunglasses?
family
Your
4th of July.
Okay.
things.
Yeah, exactly. I wear my sunglasses at night, let me tell you.
Well, Matt,
Um,
do you have any parting words to say about Star Trek to the fans before you go?
live long and prosper, right?
Hmm.
That sounds so
No, it's
final.
exciting. I know, right?
It's like,
No,
this is the last
I
time you'll ever be able to say anything, Matt.
Live
What will it
long
be?
no. Okay, I
and
will say this.
prosper.
We got a lot of exciting stuff coming up, right? We got Strange New World starting. We got STLV coming, and it feels like. I mean, we had STLV last year, but it finally feels like we're ending a drought, right? We're ending this period of time where we didn't have new Strange New Worlds to talk about, and I think that's exciting. Looking forward to that. So
Mhm.
I would say it's only 20 episodes. You got time to watch the first 2 seasons again before season 3 starts next.
This is true.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Matt, on your way
Yet
out,
again.
would you ever let a song tell you what to do?
Oh, dang it. Maybe.
Like if a song says shake it like a Polaroid picture, would you do that or would you be like, mind your own business? I'll just listen.
I would
I just did
absolutely
it.
shake it like a Polaroid picture. But I will tell you what, the one song there are a couple songs that I will absolutely never. The Chicken Dance can't tell me one thing to do. Chicken Dance and Achy Breaky Heart. Nope, get out of here.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Mm-mm. No, we're done with that.
Those are two songs that I
jeez.
hear. It's like because when you go to weddings that those are like the two songs and so or and so
What
What
about
about
the
the
I
electric
Macarena?
slide?
Macarena too. That's another one. That's another one. I'm like
Ah.
nope. I'm not
The
gonna.
electric slide?
I don't know the Electric Slide.
Oh, yeah, that,
I mean,
no.
I
Ah.
It's
know the song,
painful.
but I'm like I watch people. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm just gonna sit over here and sip my drink and not know how to do
Anyway, Matt, have fun. Let us know how it goes, okay? Thanks for jumping in
it.
just to say hello. We appreciate it.
Thank guys.
All right, have a good time.
Hi,
Thanks. Bye.
have fun.
All right. So,
YMCA, Lucia Raz
see,
says.
Well,
but
you
but
know
those aren't
what? I'll
actually
still do
telling us.
YMCA.
Yeah, they're not saying
Mm-hmm.
put your
Yeah, they're
arms
not
in a
ordering
V.
you. It's like, come
No,
on, join in the fun.
exactly. That's
Okay.
different. I
Yeah,
think.
I
I
agree.
think
Yeah, if they're
so.
telling you, it's not
So
fun. Like, don't tell me what to do.
I don't like being told what to do either. But does that mean that you'll never come to my Zumba class? Because I'll
Oh,
be telling you
I'm
what
never
to
saying
do.
never. No. But are you doing the electric slide? Is that what you're insinuating here?
No, uh-uh. No. There's some cha-cha and cumbia and salsa and merengue and bachata and
Horchata?
lambada.
Yum.
Yum.
I
Sounds
would
like a good
do
time.
I would do a Roomba class.
A
I
Roomba
Ooh.
think
class
I think I'd be down with that.
where you sit on a Roomba and you just let it take you
Yeah,
across the
just
floor.
whatever it entails. I'm down with a Roomba class. That sounds nice.
Okay.
You guys,
Roomba is
there's a
fun.
big time poll on Facebook.com, you guys. This is legit.
Oh, really?
On Facebook,
It's
something's
the
legit.
it's the kind of poll that I would enjoy myself doing. So check this suit. Here it is. Facebook.com. Harold Solberg. I would say, what would you say that is? That's some kind of be Scandinavian, spelled
Yeah.
ALD and Solberg.
Yeah. Maybe
Okay.
Yeah.
Harold.
Oh yeah, right. What are your three favorite Star Trek shows? See, not just one.
Deep
One
Space
is too
Nine.
easy. Yeah, go ahead, Melissa.
No, Deep Space Nine is definitely up there.
We need ranked choice voting. We do.
Yeah, I agree. So check this out. So the original series got 14%. That might be enough to
Okay.
win it.
Mm,
Uh-oh. The Next Generation got 19%. Deep Space Nine got 14%.
What's going
all
on,
right.
people?
This
In
is
the
still a
running,
tight
in the
race,
running.
considering they're all in the teens, you know? Voyager
Voyager.
got 14% as well.
Ooh.
I think it's like a couple thousand people vote on this.
Okay. I was going to ask, how big is the
Uh-oh.
sample size?
Uh-oh, we have a new winner here.
Was this
Enterprise got
Enterprise?
What?
22%.
Amazing!
Okay, that's
Discovery got
rare.
1%.
Oh,
Picard got
jeez.
2%. Strange New Worlds got 10%. Lower Decks got 4%. Prodigy 0. Oh, what the
What?
crap?
Zero?
Animate
Oh,
0.
how dare.
Okay, so here's the thing though. Oh, it's the Enterprise group.
Of course it is. Okay, so there is a bias. Never mind. This poll is crap.
Because
Oh, okay.
I was like, wait a second. How did Enterprise? I mean, I'm not mad that Enterprise won. I'm just curious as to how they pulled that off. I'm like,
Right.
how is
No
this
other
going to
poll. I'm
happen
sorry.
in an actual democratic poll where people are voting freely for their
Right.
favorites? How did Enterprise win? It was a free and fair poll in an Enterprise group. So I
Yeah.
like that, but I like that because that means that like the people in the group are that it's the right target audience. The Enterprise
Right.
fans are in the Enterprise group picking the Enterprise. I think that's really cute.
Well, I mean,
It
they're
is cute.
self-selected. They said they've chosen to join this group because they love Enterprise. Yes, they're picking Enterprise. Good on ya.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Hmm.
So I like that. That was fun because it made me feel good for good old Enterprise, the old engine
Yeah.
that could, the little engine that could, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Right?
Because I might when I started voting and I was like, oh no, I better not because then it'll give away my top three when we do this. But
Right.
Enterprise
Well,
was
now
my
you can
number
vote.
three.
Okay. Very cool.
Enterprise is up there for me too.
I don't know if it's my
Might
top
not be there
three,
forever. But
but I
yeah.
don't hate it. I
Yeah,
do
I
love me
think
some Scott Bakula.
yeah, he's so sweet. Seems like such a
He
nice
Yeah.
guy.
is. He's wonderful. I'm rewatching Quantum Leap right now. And
Aww.
oh my gosh, it's such a good show, you guys. Aw.
Yeah,
It's so good.
it's so
So
90s.
good.
What
But he's so
uh
good at it. I love it.
yeah, no, I like Scott Bakula. I've always thought that he was super nice. Do you want to give us your favorite show or is it Voyager?
I think Voyager's got to be my sentimental endearment favorite for sure. Yeah. And I mean, Prodigy is up there. That
I
is
know.
Mhm.
short-lived, but some of the finest damn Trek we ever had. And then maybe Lower Decks. I love it that
Hmm.
much.
Oh,
Well, we've had twice
great.
as many Prodigy episodes as Strange New Worlds episodes.
It's
So
true.
Isn't
far.
that weird? Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Yeah,
It's
it
true.
is weird. Yeah.
Twice as many Prodigy episodes, and people are just
Mhm.
not giving it the love it deserves. You guys should go watch it. There's
No.
a lot of Star Trek in there.
Oh my
Here's the
gosh, the
problem.
snobbery.
Well, yeah, oh, it's an
Sorry.
animated kids show.
Oh,
Right.
no,
But
I
no.
was watch. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. We keep talking over one another. We're just both really passionate about Prodigy. How about you go?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I saw this interview with, I think it was at a recent convention with Kate Mulgrew and the gentleman who plays Doll, and then I
Brett
think the
Gray?
gentleman
Right,
who
yeah.
plays Murph.
Okay.
And they were all sitting on the couch and talking about how Prodigy's been canceled, and she was saying it's such a shame because it's such a great quality show. And I read the comments. I don't know why I read comments because
Oh,
this is not a good thing. The comment
I'll,
section is unhealthy.
I read the comment section for two reasons usually. Usually it's to make sure somebody already made the comment that I was going to make so I don't have to. And the other
Right.
one is to watch people fight and laugh at them.
Oh boy.
But a lot of times I'll see something, I'll be like, wait a minute, does anybody notice that colony is misspelled? And I check the comments, I'm like, thank you, Sandra McGee. Thank you. And it's got 7 likes. That's validating for me. I can scroll on. Thank you.
Work
Anyway,
is
please continue,
done.
Yeah.
Melissa. Yeah, we're good. We're covered.
But there's all these curmudgeon-y people in the comments below the video. I'm like, yeah, go Kate, yeah. And I'm expecting to see all this love for Prodigy. And they're like,
Oh,
I wouldn't
no.
even watch it. I don't watch cartoons. I don't do this. I don't it's a I couldn't get into it. I couldn't get past the first 2 episodes. This isn't Star Trek. This isn't real Star Trek. This isn't my Star Trek. This isn't
Ooh.
Star Trek. And I'm like, dudes, what is the mission of Star Trek? To seek out strange new life, seek out new life and new civilizations.
Take two.
Prodigy is that in a nutshell.
Yep.
It's
It
new
is.
life. It's new civilizations. It's exploring. Where are these Star Trek fans? Where
It's
is their curiosity?
it's new
Where?
They don't have
demographics.
it. These are people who just want to vomit their keyboard diarrhea and be angry about everything because they've got nothing better to do. It's the only hobby they have, and it's really sad. I actually feel bad for them because they could be doing much more productive things with their life, but they choose to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ain't that the truth?
yeah. It's
So
Now, this is
crazy.
very
don't be
different,
that
you
guy.
guys. This is very, very different from the live chat. You guys are productive. We
Tell you
love
what.
you. You're
Absolutely.
positive.
Yes.
Oh man, oh man. We love
Yes,
every
thank
one
you,
of your
Chat Pack, for
comments.
not
Yeah.
sucking.
Yeah. Thank
Hey, our
you
Yeah, you
buddy,
guys are
guys.
awesome.
speaking of which, our buddy Dead Purple 7 is in the live chat. That's an interesting name.
Hey.
She says, no way. I thought y'all would take a day
Way.
off. And there's like purple fireworks. And she says, what's up, y'all? That's what she says.
Sup?
Sup, y'all?
Sup, y'all?
I
Love
don't know
it.
if I said the what's up, y'all correctly. I feel like I didn't quite nail the intonation or the accent or the vernacular. Like there's a way to say it. And I said, what's up, y'all? No, maybe that was
You have to get that
close. I don't know.
drawl in there. Ooh.
The y'all drawl.
Y'all.
Okay, well, let's see what's next.
Y'all.
Anyway, I thought that was a lot of fun. Melissa, we didn't get your top three.
Ooh. Yo.
Let me guess. Let me guess.
This,
Well, the thing is, the caveat is this always changes. Like I could take this
yeah,
poll next week and probably give different answers.
yeah,
That's a good point.
So Melissa
yeah.
P. Longo, I
Hmm.
think you're going to say Deep Space Nine at the top. Then number two, it gets a little hairier, but I think you're going to say, I think you're going to say Next Generation. And then I
Mm.
think number three, you're going to say, let's see, Picard, Discovery, looking really long at Discovery here. Strange New Worlds, Lower Decks, Prodigy. I think I think you're going to say Enterprise 3.
I will switch that. Enterprise number 2 and TNG number 3 because I'm not sure what your third is, to be
This is
honest.
fun. What's the answer, Melissa?
What is it? What is it?
Yeah, you're both kind of right. Because they flip-flop.
Beautiful.
Okay, that's fair.
I
Yeah.
So it's
yeah,
Deep
Deep
Space Nine
Space
1 and
Nine
those other two guys
always are probably tied for second. And then third, it's what I'm feeling that week. It could be Prodigy.
well,
It
you
could
can't
be
have a third place because that's actually a fourth place.
oh, okay. So those two are tied for second.
Got it. And by
Yeah.
the way, everybody, thank you very much to Dead Purple 7 for the super chat. That's very nice of you.
Oh,
She
hey.
says, I'm pet sitting today. Y'all have a wonderful Friday. And then she gives us a purple
Oh,
heart
Aww.
y'all
and
do
this
too.
thing.
Yay.
Pet sitting, kitties, doggies, both. Something else?
Hmm. Here's a fun story. One time, somebody said, hey, can you, when I go out of town, can you watch my cats for me? I'm like, I would love to. I love kitties. They seem so cute. Melissa might know where the story's going. And so then she
I know
said,
where this.
and I live, just a couple miles away. So I'm like, yeah, of course, I'd love to. This is a great idea. So she says to me, thank you, Greg Kenzo. He
Oh,
says, I keep forgetting
damn.
super chats are a thing. Thank you
Hey.
so much.
Thank you,
Thanks.
sir. Oh, 2
And
kitties,
it's
1 puppy. Aw, the best of all worlds.
and it's Hawaiian bucks. So that goes even further. It's got like
Ooh.
macadamia nuts,
Yeah.
pineapple, good football
Tropical
players.
scented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tropical, yeah, Mai Tais. Bad traffic though. The worst traffic in the country is actually in Hawaii. It's unbelievable.
Is it really?
It's in
Whoa.
Oahu, in Honolulu, I believe, in Oahu,
Is it really?
where
I did not
90% of
know
the
that.
population is of the
Oh,
Hawaiian part and
damn.
on that island. Those poor guys, because
Um,
it's not like they can fix that. They're stuck on an island. That's it. This is
right.
that's,
Yeah, I guess that's
Um,
it. Yeah.
But Charlotte, it was not my cats.
oh. So to finish
It
that
was
story,
not my
Yes.
cats.
the friend says, "Hey, before I leave town, can you come over so I can give you the key and show you how to feed the pets?" I said, "Sure." Now I remember that second time the word went from cats to pets, but whatever. Um, so I got there and oh boy, I saw these two adorable kitties. Very sweet, very fluffy, a little shy, but I'm like, oh, they'll love me. Cats love me, and I love
Yeah.
them.
Totally.
And then she showed me her two big lizards
Yep.
and
Ooh.
the live cockroaches that I need to feed
Yep.
them
Oh, boy.
and bugs and things like that. And I was like, oh, and there are also fish. But I was like,
Yeah.
oh, well, this is a little bit different, but I guess it's not that big of a deal. But then, like grabbing a big live cockroach, like the size of your thumb, and while it's wiggling, and I also want to make sure not to drop it, obviously, because then.
Yeah.
And by the way, when you open that container of cockroaches, it smells horrible.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah, it smells like a San Diego locker room. So I don't know what
Ew.
that means, but it
That's very
sounded good.
specific.
It
Ew.
sounds
With the
juicy.
toilets
Like
backed up.
San Diego State
Ew.
University, formerly the San Diego Chargers. What are we talking
Yeah, the
here?
Padres. Thanks very
Oh,
much
the
to Chris
Padres.
Garris, who says, here is some root beer money.
Oh,
Virgils and dads
hey.
for everybody. Thank you
Lisa,
so
there you
much, Chris
go.
Garris.
Yeah.
Really appreciate you and really appreciate that. So anyway, that was a little difficult. And then of course I won't get into too many details because I don't want to make this person feel bad. But there was also apparently that when she's out of town, the cats act up and poop on beds and poop everywhere and do
Oh,
all these things. And
no.
so it turned into a thing. I was like, man, I've got
Was a thing.
cockroaches that I got to chase under a bed. I got, that didn't really happen, but it'd be
Poop to
horrible if
get
it
off
did.
the bed.
Yeah, I like don't forget the fish. And it was like really specific. Like if you don't feed this fish by 4 p.m., they'll die. I'm like, oh my God. I was just gonna
Damn.
pass by here on my way home from the gym, but what if I'm late to the gym?
Dead
Then
fish.
Nemo's dead. Anyway,
Man,
Yeah.
no pressure. Don't
yeah,
kill
No
the
so I think that
pressure.
was
fish.
funny.
I did get to see pictures of this.
Of the lizards?
No, you sent me pictures of the cockroaches.
Oh, that sounds
What
like me.
fun.
Misery loves company. I mean, yeah, you
Why
actually
should I
have to.
suffer alone?
Yeah.
They're big and they're very strong. So, like,
Mm.
you're holding them and they're like going, like prying
Yeah.
but at the same time, I'm like, it's trying to get out, so I have to hold tighter, but I don't want to hold too tight and hurt the thing. Same thing with like spiders or
Right.
bugs when you catch them. They try to
Yeah.
fight. I'm like, stop! I don't want to break your little leg. I feel horrible if I do. But then I realize I'm like, wait, he's 10 seconds away from being eaten. Why am I worried about spraining its ankle right now? Why am I so concerned
Right.
with
Death will
spraining
put you out of that misery.
with pulling a thigh muscle of a cockroach that's about to be eaten by a lizard? But I
The
was.
cockroach is screwed no matter what.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Oh
back
my
to work,
gosh.
guys. That just something reminded me of
Wow.
that.
That sounds like Dr. Flox's sick bay.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Like he goes on
kinda.
shore leave and like, I don't know, Hoshi's got to
Yeah.
take care of it or something.
So
Oh.
here is this is from our friends over at screenrant.com. John Orchiola wrote this. I don't even have to look. I'm sure he wrote this one. And it was based off of this tweet. Somebody says,
Oh God, yes.
were you tempted to have Genevieve Bujold guest star as a parallel universe Captain Nicole Janeway? You're right, Nicole Janeway. Winky, winky face. Hashtag LLAP. Hashtag IDIC.
Such a good question.
Mike McMahon. Oh no, this is Blue Sky. You see it right
Yeah.
here.
Blue Sky. Yeah.
Or maybe it's sometimes people have their Blue Sky thing on Twitter, but whatever it is, we'll find out.
It's Blue
He
Sky.
says, okay, it's on Blue Sky. He says, we discussed it.
What?
And I want to know, how close were these discussions?
Seriously, was it just
there's
an
a
idea?
further- Yeah.
Oh,
Or were they actually, we need to call Genevieve Bujold and see if she'll actually do it? Like, I want to know the steps.
Yeah.
Mike McMahon, please elaborate, tell us more. Because what an amazing deep cut this would have been. It
Yeah.
broke my
You're
brain
right.
when I saw this on
Me
Blue
too.
Sky.
He
Me too.
responds to
so
another
there's more of this,
post.
and it is on Blue
Yeah.
Sky. That's verified. It says, Phil Plate says, that would have been amazing, and I would have been too stunned to laugh at how awesomely funny that would have been. Mike McMahon says, ultimately, I didn't want to even chance being disrespectful to Kate Mulgrew, so it didn't go far. Or maybe that's kilometer.
Oh.
So it didn't go far.
I think Kate
Okay, I
Mulgrew-
didn't see that reply.
Me neither.
Oh, I
Me
mean,
neither.
okay,
That's new
good
to me.
point. Mike McMahon, good point. However,
Mhm.
I don't
But
know.
yeah, it's a
If
comedy.
done properly, if you wanted to
Right.
walk that line a little bit, you could have done it in a way that probably would not have come across as disrespectful. Just, with all intents understood for comedic value, if everybody was in on the
Yeah.
joke, I don't know.
Yeah.
What an idea.
And there's nothing to say that Nicole Janeway isn't a relative to Catherine Janeway. Maybe even a sibling of some sort, or I don't know if she had siblings, but
I don't remember.
She had one sister. But like maybe she's got some cousin living in Montreal or something.
Right.
What was her sister's
Yeah.
name? Nicole?
Phoebe.
Close.
Phoebe. Okay.
Nikki Phoebe McGee.
Nikki Phoebe. No, and it was a younger sister, if I recall. So Genevieve Bujold
Oh,
would
okay.
have to
Oh,
be the
shots
older
fired.
sister.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
whoa.
Sorry. I'm
So
sorry.
Maybe she's an aunt or something.
Ooh.
Yeah.
My
She
Aunt
could have
Nicole.
been.
Sure.
But I think that the biggest
Aunt Nicole.
kudos
Yeah.
from people would be if Genevieve Bujold actually did it and voiced it over. I think that would be really cool on her.
That
That
would
people would be
be
like, that's pretty cool.
awesome.
That's
like,
pretty cool,
wow.
Genevieve.
Given
Good
all that
job.
happened, absolutely.
You know
Like
what'd
it
be
would almost
funny,
be
though?
like the piece,
It'd be funny if like McMahon and company, when they were done and they're about to release it, they looked at him and be like, this isn't very good. Let's cut this scene.
Oh,
They'd be
it
like-
makes a YouTube like cut for time kind of
Does
thing.
does anybody have Kate Mulgrew's number? Maybe she can fill in on this role real quick. Knock it
Now
out of the park.
that-
She could knock it out of- That would
No,
be
that would probably
ruthless.
be going too far.
Okay.
Oh, look,
Oh,
we
Joshua
got
Reed.
ice for the root beer fund.
Oh man. All right, we be chilling.
Yeah,
So,
maybe.
Speaking of chilling, everybody, check this out. It is time to play Whose Hair Is It Anyway?
Yay!
I hope
All
I
right.
changed all of the names.
Me too. Because this first one's got to be Pulaski.
Yep, that is exactly what I
Right?
was thinking too. Yeah,
That
that
is-
perm.
That's either Pulaski or it's Odo on an arid day.
If it's Odo, I am
No,
concerned.
remember when Odo was like Dr. Mora or something like that, and his hair got a little froey? But yeah,
no.
that's Pulaski. Is everybody
It's
else in
gotta
agreement in the live
be.
chat?
That is an 80s perm if I've ever seen one.
So it could be Kirk.
It doesn't look like a toupee though.
Yeah. Let's
That's
see what the
funny.
live chat says. I can't imagine anybody's going to say it, but I would love to see.
Pulaski.
Rick
Ooh.
Garrett, thank you so much. Who says for ice cream to make root beer floats? What a
Oh,
guy! Thank you so much,
man.
Rick Garrett. We really appreciate
Yeah.
you. Thanks for that.
Damn.
This
okay,
is a
getting
chat.
fun
fancy.
time.
We've got some
Hmm.
sweethearts in the live chat. Oh, and Joshua Reeves says ice for the root beer fund, and he does a super chat for us. Thank you so much, Joshua Reeves.
Yeah.
Wow, you
Always cool
guys.
seeing you in the
Thank
live
you.
chat. Yeah, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
We've
People are
got
feeling
root beer
festive.
floats.
People are
Oh,
drunk. This is
Yeah.
great.
Anna. Oh,
And
dang, dang.
Christian says, for the
What?
chilled mug to put it all in. This guy's got a chilled mug, I bet.
We've
This
come
guy's
full
great.
circle, y'all.
Amazing.
Thank you,
I love
Christian.
this.
It's going
Oh,
to be the first
And Pulaski.
$100 root beer party.
oh my God. We root beer for days in here.
Yeah.
We're gonna live off of root beer floats.
Mm,
Joshua Reeve has a great comment. Did Richard Simmons guest star? I don't think so. Also, was he ever blonde? I don't think so there
that could be
either.
him, yeah. Oh yeah, so did everybody say Pulaski? Oh, B. Arthur, Christian says.
B. Arthur.
Ma.
Ah.
Pulaski. Bob says Hoshi. Come on, Bob. You know you're just joking
Bob.
there.
Adama
Bob.
D. Adama
B.
D. O'Brien.
Pulaski, Bri. Okay. Well, let's just move forward with
Let's
this one
find
because
out.
I, I feel like there's a low chance we're wrong about this. And Melissa likes to get our hopes up and get us start off on the right track.
This is true. So is this a gimme or nah?
It could also be one of those guys from that planet. Remember where they're like orange faced in the original series and they had these little white froze?
Yeah, and it could have been the space hippie guy too.
Data.
What?
Okay, she obviously just
You
forgot.
did not change.
Oh, what? What is going on here?
What in the?
Remember when you
Oh,
don't remember
son
the
of a.
episode when he was trying out different hairdos?
No, we
I
don't,
do
Melissa.
not believe you. You son of a bitch.
You don't remember that? I
No.
remember it.
Don't.
And
I wish I could see
Jordy
that.
and Troy walk in on him trying out one of the hairdos, and they're trying not to laugh at him.
Oh my
I
God.
forgot what episode
Yeah,
it's from.
wow.
I
But
will have to remember because I do not remember this. No. And I will say that in this one, he's actually the drummer for Air Supply.
In the one next door, it looks like he could have been in the early Beatles.
Yeah, he's a beatnik for sure. He looks like George Harrison. The eyes kind of
A
look
little bit.
George Harrison-y.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh,
Lex Luthor. Okay.
and then I don't know, like maybe an early Trent Reznor, like
Yeah.
1992
Right
Trent
here.
Reznor on the right
Yeah. Hmm.
from Broken album era.
Broken
my
was
hair's
magic.
Have you seen the Broken movie?
No.
Oh, that shit is not safe for work. Seek
I
it.
remember when I first heard that album back in the day in my youth, I was like, I feel it right here.
Right? All the rage. You're just like, yeah,
It's all right here.
wish something was real. Me too. Me too. That was my
like I,
20s energy for sure.
I feel like
Okay.
I'm the only one who remembers this episode.
Yeah, that's strange. I
Well,
wonder
that
how
was,
that,
oh, how
I
dare
wonder.
you trick us so well,
Yeah.
Aw,
you
I'm
son of
sure
a
it's a
bitch.
top. Oh, okay. I already know what this is. This is,
exactly.
yeah.
So
Okay.
easy.
So who was she? She was a famous actress that actually did a second role later in Next
Hmm.
Generation. Who I'm trying to remember who it is. But
Oh,
she
I'm
did
trying to
like
remember this
a
character.
much bigger and better role. Oh, it's Ro Laren. It's Michelle Forbes, right? Michelle Forbes,
Is
whatever
it?
her character was. Yeah, she first came in the Next Generation episode, like in the third or fourth season, looking like this, and she just played someone's daughter or something for like a minute, and then they brought her back. They're like, "Wow,
Oh.
she's so good. We got to bring her back as Ensign Ro and Major Kira later and all that."
Hmm. Okay.
She's either that or a
I
faucet that you. That's like
Major
the faucet
G.
handle.
just twist it and turn it on.
Let's see if the live
Huh.
chat knows. They know.
Do they? Let's see.
Mark
Roll
said
Laren,
half.
other role. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't say.
Half a
Hmm.
life. Blanking on her name though, says Charlotte Brockman. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that one is very recognizable.
Okay, yeah, a lot of people are saying half a life Rose, so
Yeah, yeah, but we don't remember her name. Okay, that's
no.
fine. That's
It was
fine.
a small part.
We're right. Yeah, we are right on this
Are we
one.
though? We were so
Melissa's even
convinced we had
nodding her
Pulaski
head.
down.
That's
Well, this
true.
one was a gimme.
Is
This
she
one
gonna
was a
put this on
gimme.
Worf? Is she gonna like put this on Worf? Watch.
It's Data again, just to mess with us.
Dara.
Dara.
Look
Okay, is
at
that her name?
this.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a choice in hairstyle
Yeah.
for sure.
It's definitely a thing.
Definitely
Yeah,
in Half a Life. I love that episode. Half a
it's
Life.
Memorable.
good.
It's so good.
Her makeup's great though.
It
Yeah.
is.
Kind of gives me Trill vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, wait, we get a bit of an
Huh.
eye on this one.
Yeah.
But I
Who
don't
could
recognize
this
Yeah.
be?
why can't I
It's,
recognize this? I feel like I should.
it's not quite blonde enough maybe to be Shelby, but that was my first thought, and I don't think that's
Oh,
right.
I think it's
Is it
someone from
Janeway? Like
Yikes.
a really early messy hair Janeway?
I feel like it's an early Deep Space Nine season alien. I feel like there was these
Mm.
two or three aliens that had like funny hair, and she was one of them. It was like first or second season of Deep Space Nine. I think at least that's what I'm
Yeah.
getting,
I
but I can't
think
remember what they're called.
yes. I remember the character and I can't recall the name right now, but yes. There was that lady.
And
Oh
she's with a
man.
dude, and they
Yeah.
have like
In that
funny
episode,
hair.
with the guy.
But there is. It's like two or three of them, I think.
Dude.
The live chat's gonna know. It's Kalaran. Yes. Ben Genium says a Kalaran. I think that's the one. Yes, very good.
Very nice.
The flaky skin people. Right. And that was Walter's son that played another one of them.
Mm.
Yes. Walter Koenig's son played another one of the
A
Kalarans.
Screan.
Oh, man, you're right. So those were the flaky skin people, weren't they? Or no, he
The
was.
flaky skin people were the Screan.
So it's not the Kalaran, but the Kalaran is this one in the is the hair, I think. Okay.
Let's find out.
Yeah. Where are we? Here we go. Could be wrong. Could
Could be
be
right.
you're always like it could always be an original series weirdo.
It's true. Although the lighting suggests otherwise.
Yep, right? This is right,
Okay.
Melissa?
Yeah.
These guys,
Yep.
yeah.
I don't know
Again,
if the
what a hair choice.
I know. Well, you should see the dude. He had this bun on the top of his head.
Yeah.
It's
So much
wacky.
hairspray to make that happen. Whew.
Let's
All
see.
right.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay. Looks
Are we
kind of
looking at a head?
yeah, it looks like there's kind of a little balding kind of area here in the back of someone's head or
That looks
something.
like a beard.
Oh. Yeah, that
That could
would
be a
make sense.
Riker beard.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you said beard, I was like, oh, that could be Riker.
Uh-huh.
That could be Riker. Like
I'm
this is right under the bottom lip right here.
right.
There's a cheek.
I'm wondering, yeah, because if this is on somebody's head, it's at an unusual overhead angle.
Yeah, and it's a pretty shaggy beard though. Wasn't Riker's always a little more coiffed? But oh,
Well, not
what about in
always.
parallels? It could be Riker in parallels. Remember when he's like, "It's the Klingons. We can't go back. We won't go back. Our toilets don't even work here. It's pandemonium. Worf clogs
True.
every toilet."
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
That could
he
be.
could be in some sort of scraggly situation. He hasn't slept in a few days. Life's
Or it
not
could be
good.
Riker's beard in Genesis when he turned into a Cro-Magnon or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Could be that too.
Or as the French call
Genesis.
them, Cro-Magnon.
Yeah, I
Uh,
gotta go with Riker.
the Trek
Final answer.
reviewer says Admiral Pressman. That's a good one.
Oh, okay.
Riker's beard or Half a Life Dad. Right. Same
Ooh.
episode.
Okay. Okay.
Thomas Riker. That's a good one.
I thought about that too.
Before he pulled off the.
I like one Trek fan's answer.
What's that?
Looks like the top of Data's head when he was a married man.
Yeah, I thought of
Ah!
that too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, let's find out, shall we? I think I I do think it's Beardy.
It's Jonathan Frakes somehow. What?
JM
Oh,
Colt. All right, of course, it's her
I
beard.
forgot to change the name.
Oh, there's
Okay,
in
phew.
Shades of Gray,
Shades of
huh?
Oh
Gray.
man. Dang,
Oh
shades
man,
of gray.
alive.
Ooh.
I was gonna do his little chest of
Chest hair right
hair
here.
there, but then the blanket would give it away.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a toughie.
That could be Row-ish. Ensign Row-ish.
It could also be Cardassian, possibly.
Okay.
Looks like maybe a Cardassian hairdo.
hmm What do you think, Melissa?
I think I'm a stinker.
Oh no, this is another toughie,
Uh-oh.
Muffy.
Wonder, I don't know.
Ooh, Balana Alexander, Jeffrey Combs' character,
Oh, that's a good
Ro,
guess.
Yeah, I could
Vosh,
see this being a
Balana,
Worf, potentially. A
Kira.
TNG Worf. Man, you are a stinker.
It could also be like Data when he was in Barclay's holodeck program, because I think he had that kind of bob kind of hair in that one, but the background does not look like that to me. That looks like synthetic, with the
Ooh,
squares and the right angles.
Greg Kenzo, I love this idea. Second skin Kira.
Ooh, that might be a
That.
winner. Melissa got quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I could totally see it.
Me too. Me too. That's a good one.
The good one.
And it does look
Dave
like
M, I was
sick
thinking
bay
Torres as
colors.
well. But second skin Kira, that is a winner.
Torres says Dave M. Also possible. Oh, Ultra Runningham says Data's daughter, Lol. Could be Lol.
Hmm,
Mm,
maybe.
but I don't think so. I feel like hers was a little bit not.
This looks like it's kind of slicked back. Or like back in a ponytail, whereas, Law was just very short. And now Melissa's smiling and I'm second guessing myself.
Yeah, well, that's because she knows what Lol's last name was. E-gagging. I just read it on Memory Alpha .net. All right, well, let's find out.
I'm a stinker.
Oh no, what's going
What
on
did
here?
you do here?
Okay,
Really?
it's the same
Son of
one.
a bitch. You.
Keanu Reeves Data.
Yeah.
Okay,
What I
Oh my
thought.
God.
Keanu
because we all thought of that too, but we're like, no, there's no way. Because I recognized
Yeah.
that as the thing. That's why I thought Data was like that in that one episode, kind of. But I
Why
was like,
didn't
no,
we rule that out?
she wouldn't lie to us twice, would she? Then she would be
Apparently
a
so.
liar.
With this information, all bets are now off.
I know.
Dave Gregory. Grr. Just did unpronounceable. Hey.
Oh,
Oh man, that was
Rachel Garrett was a good guess
mean.
by
That
Herbert
was a
Turner.
good guess.
All right.
Dave M says, let's ban Melissa from the chat.
Yeah.
You've been banned. You're out of here.
I bet Jenny and put me in a
Oh,
timeout.
here's something very important. This is
Oh.
from a website called facebook.com. Here it is.
What is it?
Good find, Melissa. Creation Entertainment yesterday posts, we're beaming to have the stars from the hit show Resident Alien join us at STLV Trek to Vegas convention happening August 6th through 10th. The guests include Alan Tudyk, Alice Wetterland, Sarah Tomko, and Meredith Garrettson, plus the show's producer director, Robert Duncan McNeil. How did they ever get Robbie McNeil at this Star Trek convention pop-up? This is amazing.
As a director, that's how.
Yeah. The resident alien cast will be there on Sunday taking photos, including a cast photo and signing autographs for those with their a la carte tickets at their tables in their vendor's room or in the vendor's room. They'll also be doing a panel so you can talk. So what's crazy about this, and by crazy, I mean cool, is the series finale will be that weekend.
That's so cool.
That is cool.
Unless they want the show to
Nice.
keep going, then it's not really cool. But I mean, they're still hoping for season 5, but I think the rumor is that that's the end of it. So
it's
we'll
the
see.
end? They
Right.
did say series finale.
What I
Oh,
said,
come on.
what I tend to say though, honestly, I tend to say finale because it could be season finale or series finale. But the final episode of season 4 is airing literally that weekend. So it'll be a nice little celebration for all the
Wow.
Resident Alien fans and for the actors and the director of
Neat.
Resident Alien.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch it,
I-
either of you?
I have
Yes.
not watched it yet.
I've been watching it, and I have to wait every week for the new episode to come out, which is fine. It's better than waiting 2 years. But
Yeah, Strange New
Um,
Worlds. Take that.
well, not just Strange New Worlds. This is the trend with streaming now.
Truth.
But yeah, no, it's a fun show. Alan Tudyk is phenomenal in this show. He's really great. He says
I've always said that he would make a perfect Klingon. Alan
Oh, really?
Tudyk. Yeah, Alan Tudyk. Perfect. He's
Got
made
it,
to be a
got
Klingon.
it.
There.
He's made to be a Klingon. And he knows it. Look at him. He's like, that's right.
Yeah, look at
That's
that
right.
Oh my
face.
gosh.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put
but
him in
his
Klingon makeup.
delivery.
You could have piercing eyes.
It's so good.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. Tudyk.
I'm just saying that's,
Yeah,
obviously
hey.
a Klingon.
The shoe fits. I mean,
Yeah. So let's see what the live chat says. The grand finale. It's so good, says Ben Genium. Dave Gregory says, I love Alan Tudyk. I'm just reading what he said.
in what way, Dave Gregory?
In every way. Greg Kenzo says,
Ooh.
slow clap. Christian says, it's a genuine sci-fi show and it's hilarious.
Good to know.
Mhm.
I am going to have to watch it just because I like Robbie McNeil as a director. I think he does really good work. And hey, this is a
Yeah.
sci-fi show. I'll watch sci-fi.
Yeah, I watched the first
Yeah.
episode. It was actually really good. I liked it a lot.
Cool.
You guys, somebody asked where it's streaming. So live chat, let them know where it's streaming.
Where is it
Peacock.
streaming?
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Peacock.
Peacock.
Or as
That's right. We
Michael
said that earlier.
as Michael Rosenberg calls it, poo butt. Like peacock. Poo
Oh,
butt.
gotcha.
It's weird. I don't know if he calls it
Peacock.
that, but it'd be funny if he did.
It's not as good as Tudyk.
Oh. Okay, Melissa will kill me if I don't look at this Funko Pop thing.
Oh, let's do it.
So this is everybody's favorite Facebook page, Funko Pop News.
I'm there every day.
No,
First
but look
look.
how cute.
Star Trek Funko Pops, beam up new. Okay, whatever. So they have a Moopsie, they have a Spork,
Aw, this is
Quark,
cute.
Captain Janeway, Data with Spot. Look at these rascals.
Data with Spot.
So cute.
You know, they're really getting in on the Data and Spot market this year with the Hallmark ornament and now Funko Pops.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cute.
And
I'm
Lego.
into it.
Yeah, Legos everywhere.
And yeah, oh man.
Lego.
Those are
Well,
cute though. Everybody wants a
Yeah.
Moopsie. You can get a Moopsie.
Oopsie.
Moopsie.
Yeah. Well, I saw these earlier today, and I don't know, I squeaked a little.
So
Do
there
you
was a
collect Funko
spill.
Pops?
No.
I
There's a
don't either.
still in a hotel, and it says, "I saw this in a Star Trek Next Generation episode once. Don't step on it."
It's Armus.
I feel like I can smell this picture. Yuck.
Yeah. It's kind of dank.
Ugh.
Yeah. Okay. And lastly, this is our Facebook Friday roundup. This is
Hmm.
from Facebook.com.
Facebook Friday.
And I don't know who this is or how to pronounce this, but it's the meteorologist Katie Nicolau, it looks like.
Nicolau.
Says, check out this rare all-natural firework. Look at that magic. Oh, that looks like from the
Neat.
space station. Is that from the space station?
See,
Picture of a
Jet over
gigantic jet over
Wow.
Mexico. Oh, wow. Yeah, so a NASA
Huh.
astronaut got it. Wow, that's amazing.
That's cool. Take that, fireworks. Can you
Yeah.
do that? Huh?
I
No?
know. That's pretty fantastic.
I'll be saying that at 1 a.m. when fireworks are still going off in LA because LA
Ugh.
loves its
Oh.
fireworks.
Yeah.
Guys.
Anyway, I know. It's kind of a thing.
It definitely is a thing. Like we've got neighbors who will fire fireworks every time the Dodgers win. I don't have to check the score, I'll just know.
No.
I don't know why, but
Um,
that's definitely a thing here.
I liked fireworks when I was like 9, I think. You know, like the little ones, like the ones you just try not to
Oh,
ruin
like
your hand.
sparklers?
No, like when you don't tell your parents and you go find some place out in the middle of nowhere and you start lighting and throwing, those
Oh,
kind
and
of
then they
things.
go
Like-
kabam, kabam.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
those things. Okay.
Oh.
I hated
But
those.
yeah.
Poppers?
I mean, just
they-
little
Yeah.
firecrackers, little things.
Mm.
I don't know. No big deal.
I used to like
Anyway,
fireworks. And then I learned that
yeah.
they trigger vets and dogs and
Mm,
realized that sucks. Let's not do that so
yeah.
much.
So
Yeah.
I guess the point is, everybody, Shar, where can people find you? No, wait, not yet. We got to talk about the week ahead. I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah.
The week ahead, this Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we have, this is it, our TNG Season 5 review special. TNG Season 5 review special, everybody. So check that out, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. Then, Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, we've got our full review of I, Borg, TNG episode I, Borg with Jonathan Del Arco. That's a great one.
Nice.
Then on Tuesday, that's Hugh,
Yes.
Then on Tuesday, come right back to this channel, the Virtual Trek on YouTube channel, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, for the main viewer. We go live, we talk about the news of the week, we don't giggle, we don't do anything like that, we just talk about news straight up. Anyway, the point is, now, Shar, can you
tell
please let us know where they can find you online, please? Thank you.
Oh, I just have a comment about the main viewer. That's like the Walter Cronkite version of Star Trek news, whereas here we're just like, yeah, la 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 la. Come here if you want to hang out and have fun, y'all. Not the main viewer isn't. I brag on it because I don't. I'm busy on Tuesday nights and I don't ever do it. So I'm just being a bitch. Yeah, it's the end of the show. So YouTube won't censor us anyway. You'll get a lot more profanity on my Blue Sky account. It's ohtheprofanity.com. How fitting. And check out boldbubbles.com, where there will eventually be news for folks going to Star Trek Las Vegas. I'll be doing what I did last year, where I'll take orders and I can bring them to you personally at Star Trek Las Vegas. That's coming up. I am working on that right now. So watch the website, watch my newsletter. You'll get word of it if you follow the channels. I'll make sure we get you set up.
Beautiful, gorgeous, and amazing. What about yourself, Melissa?
Well, you can find me at walkingartmadebymelissa.com, where you can find my stuff that I'm doing, stuff that I'm making. Well, maybe someday bracelets will be on there, but
Woo.
I'm still working on these. And sign up for my Zumba classes. They start tomorrow. First one
Ooh,
starts
Saturday.
tomorrow. tomorrow. Yeah, and the schedule is ongoing, so sign up when you can. It's only $10. So it's $10 for an hour. So come dance with me. And
Cool.
virtual TrekCon and the seventh rule and three fat lobsters, and that's all I can think about right now.
That's
That's
a
good
lot of
stuff, though.
stuff.
Everybody, you can find me online at Ryan TG Husk. Once again, that's at Ryan TG Husk, or just Virtual Trek on the Seventh Rule or Falling Tower on your favorite social media, but especially right here on YouTube. All right, thanks, Chuck A, Mark Zutkoff, May Borello out in the May area, Charlotte Brockman, Chris Garris, Joshua Reeve, Ben Genium, Greg Kenzo on B, Bob D, Christian, Unturned. That's fun. Unturned. One Trek fan, Walter. Who else is here? Everybody else. You know who you are.
Everybody.
Chris Marshall, Dave M. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us. Lucia Raz. We will see you next time. And hey, man, I don't usually mean it, but I do this time. Have a chill weekend. You've earned it. I mean, I always mean